Humans aren't born out of laying around on their asses. We've been born out of conquering a world. We're the dominant species. We built all this. We're powerful and we're beautiful and we're ready to build the next level of civilization in God's plan. But you must stop bowing to those who want to make you a victim. You must become the victor. If you love God and you want to build a pro-human future, then you are an enemy of the New World Order and Satanism. They want us shut down because we have the Spirit. I'm jacked into the source. I know the secret, and I want to see you empowered. But you have to believe in yourself first. This is the truth, and everyone knows it.
Ladies and gentlemen, April 14th, 2025 is a day that will be forever remembered. This is a historic day. You're going to tell your kids and your grandkids about this day. It's going to be a memorable moment in your life. Where were you April 14th, 2025? So you may not have known, but this was a story that came out earlier today. And the way that this was attempted to be propped up may be in contention for one of the most astroturf things I've ever seen. The media was fawning over themselves. You had Oprah crying. And essentially, what this really was, and I'll show you a picture in a second, it was a group of rich, privileged, entitled celebrities who happened to be women, all getting into a Jeff Bezos rocket and going into space for about 11 minutes and then coming back down. Yeah, so these bimbos went up to space in a giant black dildo. Yeah. History made. And by the way, all of these low IQ bimbos, Katy Perry, Lauren Sanchez, they're called crew. They're called crew. Yeah, we've got a crew. They're the crew. What are we even doing? What are we even doing? The standards for women are so low that it's reached beyond comedy. Like, comedy was a couple years ago. We've reached just insanity levels here. And do you know why this is so insane to me? Because all of these low-class, just cum dumpster bimbos are claiming in the media, and the media is doing it for them, that this is historic. These are women in space, an all-female crew. These cum dumpster bimbos, these wine aunts, are claiming something, yet having done nothing. I want to show you this. And then I'm going to show you something that's going to piss you off even more. Because I'm going to rag on women for this. I'm going to make fun of you for this because you deserve this. But also at the same time, I'm going to point out the fact that there have been many actual female astronauts that you don't give a shit about. But a bunch of skanks, a bunch of low IQ, cum gutter skanks, you're going to fawn over and praise, and oh my God, Oprah's going to cry. Where were the tears for this woman? You may not remember, this is an astronaut that was basically locked in a space station for 8 months because Biden left her up there. It was her and another astronaut. They were stuck there. Trump and Elon Musk had to bail them out. Where is her parade? Where is the moment for her? Not a word. This is something. Let's look at this. Physics degree from Stanford and several years of training. These women going up in Blue Origin are celebrities going for a 10-minute ride in low orbit. They're not astronauts or crew. And yes, this is demeaning to women, but what does this woman think? What does this woman think? I went through years of rigorous study. I learned my craft. I was, I'm trying to become an astronaut because I actually want to be part of this. And a bunch of wine-aunts, a bunch of bimbos get dressed up in the costume, go up there for 10 minutes, and they get called astronauts, and they get called part of the crew. Unbelievable.
We love you.
We love you.
Bring us back safe.
We're so grateful.
We're counting on you.
We're counting on you.
We believe in you too.
Thank you for helping us heal. 3, 2, 1.
Were they talking to the spaceship?
Taking up space!
Where's Carrie Ann? Okay, good. See if she likes it.
That chick has more plastic than an action figure factory. I mean, listen. If you want to go up in space for 10 minutes and hey, we're bringing the girls. We're going up to space for like 10 minutes. Lol. Do it. But you're not special. You're not an astronaut, by the way. You're somebody that was on a flight like any other person traveling on a plane. You happen to go a little bit higher, but this is insulting for all astronauts. It really is. And I'm sick and tired of the way that, especially black people and women, that their contributions throughout history are rewritten and revised so that a bunch of narcissistic skanks can feel like they're the first and feel important. You're not the first, and you're not important. Who even is this chick? I think this is the girlfriend or wife of Jeff Bezos. So I want you to understand this. And yes, this will be portrayed as sexist. I don't care. But without Jeff Bezos's cock, what would this woman be? Do you think she would be the next Jeff Bezos? Do you think she'd be a billionaire? Do you think she'd be some kind of major entrepreneur like Elon Musk, building rockets or actually going into space? Do you think she'd be doing any of that? No, of course not. This is, I want my girlfriend and her friends to go up in my rocket and it's going to be super rad. This is the most pathetic display, and this hurts women in a way that I can't even really articulate. This hurts women in such a major way. You're talking to the spaceship. Please bring us back. Our astrological star signs tell us that we're going to be safe today. Look at our designer suits. Oh my God. This makes women look so bad and so unserious, by the way. I mean, I do genuinely feel bad for women like her. I don't know her politics. I don't know anything about her. But I mean, if you train as hard as she obviously has, and this is the main story, everyone's, women in space, it's so empowering. Oprah is crying over these wine-aunt bimbos. Oprah's crying over them, but not for her. An actual female astronaut gets little to no coverage, but these women do. That is absolutely unreal. As usual, the left manages to do the opposite of what they intend. Instead of sending up female engineers astronauts, etc. They send Katy Perry, Gayle King, and Jeff's fiance, then treat it like it's some historic achievement in the name of feminism. It's just the opposite. Absolutely. This person whose profile picture is Chris Wallace in a wig. I think it's a what was her name? Jen Psaki, whatever. But yeah, no, it's true. It's true. There's no substance to these people. This isn't historic. Historically bad, maybe.
Well, they're comfortable. Okay, that's for sure.
You know, part of when I see things like this, part of me wonders if there isn't a movement to genuinely make women look retarded. I mean that sincerely. I'm not being hyperbolic or me. I can't, like, can you imagine a group of guys doing this? I don't mean that like in terms of, can you imagine a bunch of guys goofing off with their friends and stuff? But the framing that it's historic. It's historic. Like, if anyone put out something like this for guys and tried to gin it up the way that it is, every single guy would make fun of them endlessly forever. Oh my God.
So much.
We love you.
We love you.
Bring us back safe.
Oh my God. Oh, it's tough. Oh, it's tough. Live look at the female crew being astronauts. Oh, man.
So it was so quiet. It was just quiet. And
Is it what you expected?
no.
Better.
Oh, yeah. I don't think you can describe it. Because, you know what I was saying?
Is this really Jeff Bezos' fiance? Holy shit, Jeff. You're like one of the richest guys on the planet. You can do better than this plastic factory. Like, holy shit, dude. Like, I understand, you know, maybe she's got like a beautiful soul. I just don't get it.
Saying it was like quiet, but then also really alive. It makes me want to come back and just hug everyone and be like, oh my God, we're in this together.
Oh my good God almighty. Oh. Listen, to the one or two women who actually tune into my channel, I'd just like to apologize. I want you to understand that, yes, I am being critical of women, but I don't blame all of you for women like her. I don't. I don't blame you for her. Ladies and gentlemen, this woman has... I mean, this woman just drained the life out of me. Which is what I imagine she has to be able to do with her mouth to get a guy like Jeff Bezos to marry her. But I'm just sitting here in stunned disbelief. We have got to stop putting women on pedestals and start treating them the way that we treat guys. I've come to that realization. Chivalry has to actually finally die. Because this whole video has helped me to reorient and change my entire worldview. How on earth can you ever frame this as historic? This is a billionaire using his money, using his influence, using his privilege to send his fiancée and a bunch of her bimbo friends into space for a couple minutes. And she comes down with this rah, we're all in this together. Oh, God. And again, an actual astronaut, and there's nothing. They don't talk to her, I haven't seen like around the clock interviews of this woman. Like, hey, you were in space for 8 months. Like, this woman should be on magazines. You were in space for 8 months. You're basically, it's not a 1-for-1, but you're basically the Martian. You know? You're basically the Martian. You're basically, what's his name? Matt Damon. Like, you were trapped in a space station for 8 months. Netflix should be doing movies about her. What the fuck are we doing? I can't anymore. My filter, my tolerance, my patience is at a 0. We have become an unserious people. Oh, boy. There's a lot that I would like to say, but I'm not. I will just end with this. We've reached a point where it appears that nothing matters. There is nothing historic anymore. Everything has been done and done over and repeated and remade and rebooted and all that stuff. We have pillaged from prior generations while declaring ourselves morally superior. It is outrageous that the first actual woman in space, according to that, is sidelined. Nobody wants to talk to her. No one wants to interview her. Instead, this sister of the traveling pants, wine aunt edition, is going to be celebrated. That was one of the most embarrassing and humiliating things I've ever seen. One of the most humiliating and embarrassing. And this is the type of shit that we have to put up with, or we're a misogynist. I'll just tell you, I'll take the label of misogynist if the alternative is I have to live in a world where I have to pretend that that is somehow historic and not historically humiliating. We, as a society, have, and I know some people are going to be angry at this, we have let women make a fool out of everything. There's a reason why in every religious text, it basically has the man and the patriarchy curtailing the delusional batshit craziness of women and their promiscuity. Some people may not like to hear it, but it's the truth. In every civilization throughout the history of mankind, every civilization, women have been put in a role that is perfect for them. But now, in the current year, we have become such a joke that it's now historic for a bunch of bimbos in tight-fitting suits to go up to space for 11 minutes and then come back with this teary-eyed, emotional, bullshit, and to call them part of the crew, to call them astronauts. It is outrageous, it is offensive, and it diminishes women even more. If you think that this is something that's even worth mentioning, this won't even be a footnote. This won't even be a footnote in a footnote of history. Hopefully, that woman, Sally Ride, who is the first American woman in space, hopefully she will get the credit that she's owed, because that is genuinely impressive. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for watching. See you next time.